welcome back to Of Course with the Robinsons. Today we're going to talk about our top 5 tips for what to do on your very own UK staycation.
So tip number 1 for the best possible staycation here in the UK, what do you think?
Don't overpay for where you're going to stay.
So we got this place and we've done a video on this already for £240 for pretty much the week, Monday to Friday.
Yeah. Be realistic, we're in a pandemic, people haven't got a lot of money. You know, realistically, how long are you going to stay in here? You are just sleeping in it realistically.
He's enjoyed it.
He has, hasn't he? But it's just somewhere to rest your head on a night, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Maybe just watch a bit of telly, that kind of thing.
And to be honest, the niceties this place has, like the sky box and the TV and the hot tub we've used. The hot tub we have used quite a lot. And I think that does help quite a lot to add to your stay. But apart from that, we used the kitchen once and we burnt a pizza.
Twice? I've made you breakfast.
Oh yeah, breakfast as well. But apart from that, like, it's got a bedroom upstairs, a bath and a toilet, and that's...
As long as you're near the local amenities, I don't think it really matters.
Which ties into point number 2. Right, and you now join us, after that lovely drive, they now join us at, should we tell them where we are yet, or should we, no, we'll let them, we'll wait, we'll give them some anticipation. But the second point is, speak to the locals. So we were in the pub the other night, we were probably there for a little bit too long, probably a little bit too much to drink. But generally when you go these places, the local people know all the ins and outs of everything. They're all really, really, really nice.
Yeah, they're helpful, aren't they? They want you to experience what, so you come back.
Yeah, and that's how we found out about this place. So a little bit of a spoiler, if you can hear that. That kind of gives it away a little bit. But like literally the guy said, didn't he? He said, come down these roads all the way down about 10 miles. Yeah. You'll park in this area, which I wasn't overly amused with, but it's actually okay. And yeah, so it's something to do. So we're going to go and check that out. You're going to live the dream, and we're going to talk to you more about point 2. And also, every time, make sure you don't lock the keys in the car, because we've been worried about that all week, haven't we? All week. Probably should bring a spare key, really, but... Right, let's go exploring. So, more about point 2, Laura. Speak to the locals.
Yeah. So obviously, we've come away, haven't we, to walk the dog and, you know, go walking and things like that. And we just got chatting to, weirdly, some men that also played golf.
Everyone plays golf.
I don't know why we always do that.
Everyone plays golf, and I think that having some kind of thing that you can talk about to people, like golf for me, obviously. Yeah, you soon do get talking with people, don't you? And then that kind of all rolls into one, and all of a sudden you're talking to a bloke called Yeti, and he's talking to you about a wonderful waterfall.
Told him where we're going.
So, yeah. But yeah, and I think some people often might worry about, oh, the locals seem a bit weird, their accent's different than mine, and well, yeah, the accents, to you, they are probably going to be weird. But for me, I love weird people because you get to ask them stories, they get to...
Not weird people, different people.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like just... People you've never met before, and I'll speak to anybody, I'll give anybody a chance. Talk to me about what you do, talk to me about who you are, where you're from. Chances are you probably know someone from a similar area, because that's how the world works. But yeah, so talk to the locals and you'll find beautiful places like this. And there we are. How beautiful is that?
Nearly as beautiful as you, love.
Oh, darling, thank you ever so much. So yeah, that was point 2. Speak to the locals, and without the locals here, that's very, very dark. Now, without the locals here, we wouldn't have found this place. We wouldn't have come and explored it. Little disclaimer: we did come here yesterday and think, you know what, this is a great place for a video. So it's that nice. We've come back. The dog absolutely loved it. We've really enjoyed it. And there's just waterfalls going all the way down here. You're staying away from that, mate, aren't you?
Apparently the big draw to this is that you can actually walk behind the waterfall.
Are you going for it?
No.
Are you sure? But surely you're going to tell us point 3, and it should say that.
Point 3 is to be spontaneous, but I'm not going to be that spontaneous.
So what do you mean by spontaneous? Let's get away from the waterfall and get some so we can hear us. He's loving it though. Right, mate. Just thought Laura will have to go and get a picture near the waterfall for a thumbnail later. Look at him down there, aqua dog. So explain about being spontaneous.
So, you know, don't necessarily plan out your whole trip, because I think sometimes it's a bit regimented, and you know, if you don't get somewhere on time, it's a bit disappointing and things like that. So, you know, we heard about this place and we just thought, let's get up and just go to it, kind of thing. I mean, it's 9:45 in the morning. We've got up, had breakfast and just come straight here, so
it's been nice, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to add to that a little bit in that by being spontaneous, you can also do it when you plan your staycation. So if you've got some time off, so Laura got told that you had to take a few holidays for work because of what's happened and things like that. So like, you know what? Let's just go somewhere. Let's book somewhere, go somewhere. The forecast was good. I mean, how often in the UK do we get a week like this? We haven't had any rain. So if you look at the forecast and the forecast is there or thereabouts, plan your trip around that, but also be spontaneous as to where you're going to go, because we could have stayed at home and done some house.
I actually looked the day before and then we booked somewhere the day after.
Yeah, and we could have stayed at home, done some house renovation. We've had the conservatory ripped down while we're away, so we are excited to get back and look at that, but just do it. Oh, I can't say that, can I? That's copyright. Just get on with it. I don't know if that's alright, but point 4. Come on, Jay, we need to talk them through point number 4. Not go all day. You come in. Up here then. There is another big waterfall there, so we better just stop him. Jay, here. Jay. Point number 4, after Jameson's had his fun in the water, you may notice you've not seen, and we've not seen, another soul. We've not seen another person on this whole day, because point number 4 is don't go where everyone goes. I mean, I'm speaking for myself here, but we've been to Windermere, been to the Lake District, I've been to Cornwall, all these places that are really well known, Devon,
like
St Ives, really, really well known, but they're really expensive and they're full of people. We've come to Cumbria, to Alston, which is where we are.
Tiny, tiny little town.
We've not seen a soul, it's been cheap as chips.
Jay.
So a round of, you alright mate? He's fine. A round of drinks in the bar the other night.
Yeah.
I had a Brooklyn lager, you had a gin and tonic, less than £7.
Yeah.
And that's like, you go to one...
Half a Coke.
And half a Coke, yeah, so less than £7 for 3 drinks, including a gin and tonic and a Brooklyn lager, which would probably cost you about £7 in Leeds or Sheffield anyway. So finding these places that are a little bit off the map, are a little bit not quite where everyone goes.
But don't be afraid to go, you know, out of the town centre. So we're staying 25-minute walk, aren't we, from the town centre?
Yeah.
And the other night we were just like, let's just walk down, have a couple of drinks and walk back, and it was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to, like, you don't have to stay in the busiest place.
Yeah. And
Not
you end
too
up
far
saving
away.
yourself some money as well, which is the Yorkshire folk in us, but he's off again. Right mate? Yeah? So point number 5, we're going to do some more walking, but we'll explain it in the car. And the final tip to enjoy your UK staycation, we'll get changed and we'll tell you in the car. And we'll dry him as well. You alright mate? Looking a bit wet for the car. Whew. Right, I'm red hot again.
No.
So the final point is don't let any of your trip be a chore, because you're on your holidays, you're going on holiday,
Yeah.
and often, let's get out of here safely.
Yeah, let's go for a journey.
often travelling can be a bit of a ball ache, can't it?
Yeah.
So for us, we got this car because we knew we're not going to be travelling much this year. We didn't travel at all last year. A little bit of money spare from flights that you're not taking, hotels you're not booking. So I just think if you can, I don't know, what do you think? If you can transform your trip into one of your hobbies.
We're not saying go buy a new car for your journey, but maybe you might break up your journey with some fun activities on the way. Like, how long has it taken us to get here? About 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Like that. So obviously we've done it in one trip. We set off fairly late, didn't we? Because we weren't allowed to check in until 5.
Yeah.
So we've enjoyed our day, you know, done bits of work that we needed to finish off, and then we've set off quite casually, packed the car up, we've just enjoyed a leisurely drive, haven't we? Like, let's say if you're doing a longer drive, you might, you know, stop off for lunch, or, you know, stop off for dinner, or, you know, do an activity on the way there, or whatever. And certainly if you've got kids, you might, you know, have some activities to break it up so they're not sat in the car as long.
Also, find somewhere with roads like this, because it really, really helps. Doesn't feel like, so we went motorway, went M1A1, and then found the kind of B road towards Cumbria. And as soon as we got off the motorway, the holiday started for me. I was really enjoying it, driving safely, driving sensibly, but just enjoying the car. And like we're saying, we're not saying everyone's got to go and buy a Porsche or a sports car or whatever to enjoy it. I know people who go and get camper vans, who hire camper vans, who hire whatever to make the trip a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what we're trying to do. That's why we've done this and why we're making these videos as well. So, what, you're going to show them the road? We will put the road up on screen for you now. Was there anything else? I feel like we're giving them a pretty comprehensive.
Yeah.
So, is this where we whip it round? I think it is, because the thing about these roads is they go on forever and ever and ever. So, Laura, while I whip this round, would you like to lead us out?
So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed that video. I know we've been quiet over the last week or so, and we're really sorry about that, but you know, sometimes life does get in the way. So bear with us, we're never going to stop the content, we just want to make sure